Hello, Rachel Krager, Ireland here with a winter solstice reading. I'm using the Akashic Tarot deck, and recall last All Saints Day, Dia de los Muertos, we did a reading. It suggested that we would have a new beginning, and there might be some kind of a separation from the community that we were in, sense of disconnection from earth, nature, self-benevolent beings, etc., and a need to move into a new kind of community. A reminder that metaphysical forces are still and always available to us, and that this general trend would continue through autumn and be completed by the end of autumn. So look back on November and December and see if any of that rings true for you. I'm always interested to hear how these things work out for people. And so now that cycle is completed, and it is time for us to do a reading for the winter solstice, which is tonight. It's a little bit after midnight on the longest night of the year in the northern hemisphere. So here we go. We're going to do a 5-card reading. We've got where we're coming from, where we are, where we're headed. We've got above, which might be below on your screen, I'm not sure, and I'll show you the card when I talk about it in case you can't see it. Overriding forces, higher purpose, and then below we've got like the subterranean, the stuff that's pushing beneath the surface. This is the Akashic Tarot deck, a deck that I like a lot. Okay, so card number 1, where we're coming from, the Divine Physician. He's a Celtic guy whose name I don't know how to pronounce, but he's a healer. Okay, that's where we're coming from. So that is probably us in a position of helping other people to heal or healing ourselves. Could be another person in that role for us, but it's generally us. Where we are right now, the scribe, and this picture, we've got a man who's working hard at scribing some kind of writing, and we've got the other monks sitting nearby, and they're also working, and we've got all kinds of scrolls laying around on the floor. These are very studious people, so would represent teaching, learning, study, intellectual pursuits, and that's what we're in. That's what we're working on right now. Where we're headed, the 4 of Keys card, clearing the way. Keys tend to be relevant to the more mundane physical world, material things. And this is a pretty cool card. You've got these people who have, they're on their way home. There's the log in front of their, it's blocking their path, and the man has to get out and like hack it away in order to get home. So that's an obstacle in the path. It's going to take some work to clear it. When the card is reversed, as it is in this reading, the log just falls out of the way. Everything's going to be clear, and we're going to move forward without obstruction. So that's a very positive card when it's reversed. Overriding forces above, 6 of Roses, the War of the Roses. So what we've got here is a conflict between the spiritual and the like more emotional. So it's like we've got our higher purpose, and we've got what like fears, passions, desires, and we there's a sense that these are at odds with one another, and We have to somehow find a way to bring these together. The attempt has been made here to unite the blue and the yellow with the green flag, but it's on the ground. It's been knocked over, so it shows that we really aren't able to bring these two forces together, and we will be advised that it may be time to find ways to leave this battlefield altogether. Beneath, we've got One of Scrolls on track, and here the man is at the station. He's got a map in his hand. He's consulted it. He already knows this is the right train, the right track. There's a clock telling us it's time to go. There's we've got signs pointing the way. Everything's there. Get on the train and go. There might be some hesitation, but there's no cause for it. Just go. It's time to go. So what I'm seeing here, I'm going to look up the Divine Physician first because I don't remember. I know there's more about that I'm not remembering right now. So let's see what the book says. You are moving into a time of magnificent healing on many levels. There's a person who can be a great healer for you, as well as a teacher who shares healing gifts that you can pass on to others. If you don't know this person yet, keep your eyes open. He or she is coming. Okay, the light of healing shines around you and through you. Such a radiant joy can bring well-being to all. Okay, so that's kind of what I said, but in a more eloquent and beautiful way than I said it. So yeah, this is who we are. It's what we are, and we are coming from here, moving through all these other places, and with these forces acting upon us. What does the scribe say in the book? Be sure to check out the right person or place of learning. Yes, there's a great upsweep of mind and study for you. If there's any subject with which you'd like to acquaint or reacquaint yourself, do so. So yeah, higher mind, intellectual pursuit, study, reading, writing, teaching. That's where we find ourselves at this time. So healer, teacher. The obstacles are falling out of the way, disappearing. Now this is going to be really key here, the conflict. And let's see what they say about that. Six of Roses. I almost read the wrong one. Yes, a war within a relationship and or a battle within your heart about a relationship. You've tried to bring together the passion sphere's needs and the intuition spirit. So intuition might be telling you something about a relationship that you don't want to hear. What's happening in this relationship is not compatible with your spirit's view for you. So there you stand, your spirit and your passion's just watching and waiting. Yeah, the two armies are lined up in front of each other, watching and waiting. Okay. Awareness, vision, and self-honoring are required now for you to position yourself best and make plans to leave the battlefield. So this is like the overriding force. This is what's hanging over your head. This is the source of conflict. And this on track, there's probably something in there too that I'm missing. Scrolls. Could indicate a travel or a move, but it's often about your choices and directions. So it could be obviously train, travel, movement, change, journey. So it could be that on the mundane level, could also be a more symbolic sense of your life path, your journey through life. Okay, you may have been ambivalent about taking a certain track in your life with regard to a project, relationship, career directive, or even a location, but now it's time to decide. Just do it. Even if you're not quite as assured as you'd like to be, the engine is smoking. There's a direction that compels you, so get on board. You will not falter. You don't need to hesitate or wonder. You've already checked your map. The signs are telling you. The clock is telling you it's time to go. So go. So I think we're all feeling this kind of push, like it's time. We got to do stuff. The obstacles are falling out of the way. The conflict is up here with this conflict between intuition, spirit, higher purpose, and some kind of emotional attachment that we have, that we need to, we are unable to integrate these two, and we need to figure out a way to move beyond this stalemate right here. So that's what we've got for the next couple months. Next reading I will do will be at, what is it, the next cross quarter day will be in bulk. That's February 2nd, which is commonly referred to as Groundhog Day. And that's the halfway point between winter and spring. And we'll look forward to that. But in the meantime, think about these things. See if you feel and experience these forces moving in your life. And I would love to hear how that works for you, how you find your way to manage to get through this impasse. And I will see you then in a couple months. Thanks. Bye.